Hello, my friends, and welcome to my reading corner. My name is Maggie, and today we'll be reading a story together. We're reading You Are Special. Let's get started. The Wemmicks were small wooden people. All of the wooden people were carved by a woodmaker named Eli. He worked in a workshop that was on a hill overlooking their village. Each Wemmick was different. Some had big noses, others had large eyes. Some were tall, while others were short. Some wore hats, while others wore coats. But all were made by the same carver and lived in the village. And all day, every day, the Wemmicks did the same thing. They gave each other stickers. Each Wemmicks had a box of golden star stickers and a box of gray dot stickers. Up and down the streets all over the city, people spent their days sticking stars or dots on one another. The pretty ones, those with smooth wood and fine paint, always got stars. But if the wood was rough or the paint was chipped, the Wemmicks gave dots. The talented ones got stars too. Some would lift big sticks above their head or could jump over tall boxes. Still, others knew big words or could sing pretty songs. Everyone gave them stars. Some Wemmicks had stars all over them. Every time they got a star, it made them feel so good. It made them want to do something else and get another star. Others, though, could do little, and they got dots. Punch is one of these. He tries to jump high like the others, but he always falls. And when he falls, the others gather around and give him dots. Sometimes when he falls, his wood gets scratched, and people would give him more dots. When he would try to explain why he fell, he would say something silly, and the Wemmicks would give him more dots. After a while, he had so many dots that he didn't want to go outside. He was afraid he'd do something dumb, such as forget his hat or step in the water, and then people would give him another dot. In fact, he had so many gray dots that people would come up and just give him one for no reason. He deserves lots of dots. The wooden people would agree with one another. He's not a very good wooden person. After a while, Punch believed them. I'm not very good, he would say. The few times he went outside, he hung around with other Wemmicks who had lots of dots. He felt better around them. One day, he met a Wemmick who was unlike any he had ever met. She had no dots and no stars. She was just wooden, and her name was Lucia. It wasn't that people didn't try to give her stickers, it's just that the stickers didn't stick. Some of the Wemmicks admired Lucia for having no dots, so they would run up and give her a star, but it would fall off. Others would look down on her for having no stars and would give her a dot, but it wouldn't stay either. Wemmick want it to be, thought Punch. I don't want anyone's marks. So he asked the stickerless Wemmick how she did it. It's easy, Lucia replied. Every day I go see Eli. Eli? Yes, Eli, the wood carver. I sit in the shop with him. Why? Why don't you go find out for yourself? Go up the hill. He's there. And with that, the Wemmick who had no stickers turned and skipped away. But will he want to see me? Punch cried out. Lucia didn't hear. So Punch went home. He sat near a window and watched the wooden people as they scurried around, giving each other dots and stars. It's not right, he muttered to himself, and he decided to go see Eli. He walked up the narrow path to the top of the hill and stepped into a big shop. His wooden eyes widened at the size of everything. The stool was as tall as he was. He had to stretch on his tippy toes to see the top of the workbench. A hammer was as long as his arm. Punch swallowed hard. I'm not staying here, and he turned to leave. Then he heard his name. Punch? The voice was deep and strong. Punch stopped. Punch, how good to see you. Come and let me have a look at you. Punch turned slowly and looked at the large bearded craftsman. You know my name? The little Wemmick said. Of course I do. I made you. Eli stooped down and picked him up and set him on the bench. The maker spoke thoughtfully as he looked at the gray dots. Looks like you've been given a lot of bad marks. I didn't mean to, Eli. I tried really hard. Oh, you don't have to defend yourself to me, child. I don't care what the other Wemmicks think. You don't? No, and you shouldn't either. Who they are to give stickers to. They're Wemmicks, just like you. And what they think doesn't matter, Punch. All that matters is what I think. And I think you are pretty special. Punch laughed. Me? Special? Why? I can't walk fast. I can't jump. My paint is peeling. Why do I matter to you? Eli looked at Punch, put his hand on one of the small wooden shoulders, and spoke very slowly. Because you're mine, and that's why you matter to me. Punch had never had anyone look at him like this, much less a maker. He didn't know what to say. Every day I've been hoping you'd come, Eli explained. I came because I met someone who had no marks, said Punch. I know. She told me about you. Why don't the stickers stay on her? The maker spoke softly. Because she has decided that what I think is more important than what they think. The stickers only stick if you let them. What? The stickers only stick if they matter to you. The more you trust in my love, the less you care about their stickers. I'm not sure I understand. Eli smiled. You will, but it'll take time. You've got lots of marks. For now, just come and see me every day. And let me remind you how much I care. Eli lifted Punch off the bench and set him on the ground. Remember, Eli said as the Wemmick walked out the door, you're special because I made you, and I don't make mistakes. Punch didn't stop, but in his heart he thought, I think he really means it. And when he did, a dot fell to the ground. The end. Thank you for joining me during story time today, and I'll see you in the next one.